So here we have the Mini Countryman automatic on a 67 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you inside the boot area, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls from there. As we approach the boot, you can see we have reversing sensors, plenty of boot space as well, along with the 3 individually folding rear seats you see in the back there, should you wish to increase the space even further. And then this tray section can lift and remove to give you even more space underneath, as you can see. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. On the left-hand side, we have the rev counter. We have the speedometer in the middle and the fuel gauge on the far right-hand side. Also in the middle there, you can see the total miles for this car, which are 26,508. You can change information that's displayed above that using a button on the end of the indicator stalk with various bits of trip computer and car information, or you can have a digital readout for the speedometer displayed there, as you can see now. We're back out to the steering wheel. On the left-hand side, we have cruise control and speed limiter, and on the right-hand side, stereo and phone controls. You can only use your phone after you pair it up to the car, which is done on the touch screen in the center. Hit the phone icon, and then follow instructions on screen from there. It is a touch screen, as you've just seen, but also you can make various adjustments and movements by using this dial and this collection of buttons around it, which is much easier to use whilst you're in motion. So for example, the satellite navigation, you can access and operate from down there. There's a full video showing how this system works on our website and on our YouTube channel as well. When it comes to music in this car, we've got the radio. So we have DAB, FM and AM radio. We have auxiliary input and Bluetooth audio as well. And then USB input on top of that. So plenty of ways to listen to your music in this car. Working our way down, we have dual zone climate control, so you can adjust the passenger and driver temperature independently. You can increase and decrease the fan speed. You can determine where you'd like the air to be distributed. When you're happy with those settings, this button turns your air conditioning off in this case, or back on again, or hit auto. The car will now take control of the fan speed and the direction of the air to maintain the temperatures you've asked for. Press auto again to put it back on a manual setting. We have a heated driver seat and heated passenger seat, both of which have 3 different heat settings on each. Underneath that, we can turn off the stop and start for the car. This car is designed to cut out when it's stationary in traffic to save you fuel. That system is now off. We start and stop the engine from here. This one turns off the traction control, and over here you can put the car in sport and green mode. So if I push that lever up, you will see the car is now in sport. We can go down to mid, which is your normal everyday driving, and then back down to the bottom for green. Under that, we have auxiliary and USB inputs, as well as a 12-volt charging socket, the gear lever for the fully automatic gearbox, the buttons that I went through just a moment ago, and an electronic handbrake. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.